Arsenal, I was not impressed. Specifically, it was slow. It was lethargic. It looked, there wasn't this urge, I would say. There were a few moments where Odegaard got into some space, or, Saka got into some space. He has that opportunity at the end of the game almost where it gets deflected off of De Ligt and goes out for a corner in extra time. Granted, they are a deep team. And if you look at the substitutions here, they brought on Timber, Madueke, Mikel Moreno, Kai Havertz, and Lewis Skelly. That's a very strong bench. You have options on the bench. The only thing is, no one really came off the bench and looked to grab the game by the scruff of the neck. I was specifically disappointed in Victor Gyökeres, but there was no service for him. So it was very difficult to see the best of him against teams that set up in the way that United did. I think it was actually quite a good defensive plan by United, and they were unlucky. In any other game, United could have scored. They could have won that game. They had so many opportunities in the second half that they didn't put away. I think against a really top-notch team, a Man City, a Liverpool, they lose that game. We saw multiple times that Brian Mbeumo or even Amad Diallo, when he comes on in the second half, United were very good at switching fullback for the winger in those tight end areas on the wing. So we see Madueke get skinned a few times by Diallo. Granted, it's the first game of the season. Is Gyökeres going to be as bad as he was the first game? No. Or I don't want to say bad. I want to say inefficient. I don't think so. But there is one piece in this team that is severely lacking. And I think if Arsenal don't get this player or this style of player, they will struggle this season, specifically against low block teams, specifically in transition as well. They need a player the mold of an Eze. Eze was crying out in this team on Sunday. A guy that can get the ball confidently, take on a guy, take on another player, and get into space and push the team forward 15, 20 yards. When I look at Odegaard, I never feel that he is able to take a game by the scruff of the neck. And a few years ago, he was doing that. And unfortunately, now, something has changed within their style of play. And we look at, the first year that they finished second, when they were, I think, 8 or 10 points clear of Manchester City. Liverpool's collapsed that season when they finished fifth. And City would go on, I think there was a trouble season for Manchester City, if I'm not mistaken. But that season, they were playing amazing stuff. It was so end-to-end. It was fast. It was pacey. It was powerful. They had just this intuition, this natural inclination to always push forward. And the thing that is frustrating about Arsenal, and I maybe Arsenal fans can resonate with this, Mikel Arteta seemingly has a very weak spine when it comes to trying to win games by the scruff of the neck.